Lee Min-ho, born June 22, 1987, is a South Korean actor and singer. He gained widespread fame with his role as Gu Junpyo in Boys Over Flowers, 2009, which also earned him the Best New Actor television trophy at the 45th Baeksang Art Awards. His other notable works are television series City Hunter, 2011, The Heirs, 2013, The Legend of the Blue Sea, 2016, and The King, Eternal Monarch, 2020, and Films Gangnam Blues, 2015, and Bounty Hunters, 2016. In 2022, he starred in the Apple TV Plus period drama Pachinko, based on the novel of the same name. The success of Lee's television career established him as a top Hallyu star. Lee became the first Korean celebrity to have a wax figure made in his image at Madame Tussauds, with figures being unveiled in Shanghai in 2013 and Hong Kong in 2014. Early life and education. Lee Min-ho was born on June 22, 1987, in Hyuksik-dong, Dongjak District, Seoul, raised by Buddhist parents. He is the younger one of two children. During childhood, Lee initially hoped to become a professional football player. While attending Namseong Elementary School, he was selected for the junior football class of manager and ex-professional player Cha Bum-kuan. However, an injury during 5th grade put an end to his aspiration. In a 2009 interview with the Asia Business Daily, he recalled that during elementary school, other pupils nicknamed him Kamdungi, in reference to his tan skin. Other nicknames were Skeleton, from his time at Banpo Middle School, and Demon. In high school, the former stemmed from the thought that he was too skinny, whereas the latter nickname was what his playful personality earned him. By his first year at Dangak High School, Lee had already turned his interest to acting and modeling. After he posed for a few magazines, he met the future president of Star House Entertainment by chance. His professional acting career began after the encounter, and he would ultimately sign with the agency in 2005. In 2006, Lee enrolled at Konkuk University's College of Art and Design. He has since obtained a bachelor's degree after majoring in film arts. He is currently pursuing his master's degree in film at Kookmin University Graduate School. Career 2002 to 2008. Beginnings, Lee started auditioning and landed minor roles in several television shows such as Romance, Nonstop, and Recipe of Love. His official debut main role was in the EBS series Secret Campus. Early in his career, Lee went by the stage name Lee Min because his agency thought his birth name was too ordinary. However, as his stage name was pronounced and written the same way as the Korean word imin, which means immigration, he later said it was difficult to find himself in internet search results. He eventually went back to using his original name. In 2006, his acting career was put on hold for a year following a serious car wreck, which occurred while riding in the back of a car with fellow actor Young Il-woo. Their two friends riding in the front seat were killed instantly. Lee was severely injured and spent several months bedridden. Upon recovery, Lee received his first leading role in the high school drama Mackerel Run, 2007, but the series was reduced to only 8 episodes due to low viewership ratings. Lee at the Boys Over Flowers press conference in 2008 and 2008, he appeared in television dramas Get Up and I Am Sam, as well as movies Public Enemy Returns and Our School's E.T. During the filming of the latter, he became good friends with actor Kim Suaro, who later praised him by saying, "I recognize a star when I see one. When I was doing Our School's E.T., I knew that Lee Min-ho would become one of the top actors in the country." 2009 to 2010. Lee's breakthrough came in 2009 with the lead role of Gu Junpyo in KBS 2's Boys Over Flowers, the Korean adaptation of the popular shoujo manga of the same name. Competition for the role was intense, and Lee only found out that he had been cast through newspaper articles. The series attracted high viewership ratings and buzz in South Korea during its broadcast. Lee's newfound popularity gained him many endorsement deals. Boys Over Flowers also created another Korean wave throughout Asia and made Lee a Hallyu star. Lee in 2010 and 2010, Lee appeared in the romantic comedy Personal Taste opposite Sun Ye-jin. He played a young architect who poses as a gay man in order to become roommates with a young woman, leading to romantic complications. When asked about the reason for choosing the role during an interview, he responded, "I think I would do a better job playing heavy and more defined roles when I am older. I think Personal Taste was perfect because it is bright, cheerful, but you can also laugh and cry over as well. 2011 2013. Global fame in 2011, he took on the role of the titular character in action drama City Hunter as Lee Yun-sung, which was loosely based on Tsukasa Hojo's popular manga of the same name. The series was a commercial success and contributed to Lee's growing popularity, most notably in Japan, the Philippines, China, and in France. He participated in the popular Chinese variety show Happy Camp in December 2011. In 2012, Lee starred in the medical fusion Sajic Faith alongside Kim Hee-sun. Despite garnering viewership ratings in the 10% range, the drama was a commercial failure due to its high budget. In April 2013, Lee's wax figure was unveiled at the Madame Tussauds Shanghai. He then released his first album, My Everything, in May 2013 and went on a fan meeting tour in Asia. Lee also announced his return to television with a new series titled The Heirs, a teen drama written by Kim Un-suk. On why he decided to take on a role of a chaebol heir in high school for years after playing one in Boys Over Flowers, he answered, "Before I grew past my 20s, I wanted to play a more upbeat character, one that would allow me to return to that feeling of simple, uncomplicated innocence that I had when I was younger." Premiering on October 9, 2013, The Heirs enjoyed immense popularity both locally, with a peak rating of 28.6%, and internationally, having over 1 billion hits on the Chinese streaming service IQOI. Lee experienced a further increase in his global popularity as his character of Kim Tan, 2014 to 2017. Continued success and return to films in January 2014. A second wax figure of Lee was unveiled at Madame Tussauds Hong Kong. On January 30th, Lee became the first Korean celebrity to perform on China's CCTV Lunar New Year Gala. He sang a song with Harlem, the original singer of the theme song of Meteor Garden, the Taiwanese version of Boys Over Flowers. He was also invited to the third conference of the South Korean Presidential Committee for Cultural Enrichment as a representative for the entertainment industry, to share and contribute to the discussion of issues related to developing Korea's cultural content. Lee received the Prime Minister's commendation at the 5th Korean Popular Culture and Arts Awards for his contribution to Korean Wave. Lee subsequently recorded and released his second EP, Song for You, in October 2014 under Universal Music. As with his previous album, he stated that the tracks were recorded for his fans and that he had no ambition to pursue a singing career. The album release coincided with the start of his Miho fan meeting tour, which spanned various Asian cities. He then took on Yuha's neo-noir action Saga Gangnam Blues, 2015, set in the 1970s when the real estate development boom swept across the Gangnam area. The film, which co-starred Kim Rae-won, marked Lee's first leading role on the big screen. In 2016, Lee appeared in the action comedy film Bounty Hunters, directed by Shin Tae-ra. His co-stars were Wallace Chung, Tiffany Tang, Jeremy Sui, Karina Ng, and Louis Fan. The film topped box office charts upon its release and went on to gross $31 million in China. Later that year, Lee made his television comeback in the fantasy romance The Legend of the Blue Sea alongside actress Jun Ji-hyun, which was another success. Lee began his mandatory military service on May 12, 2017, and was discharged on April 25, 2019 as a public service officer. 2019 present. Comeback from military service and Hollywood debut in 2019. Lee was cast in the SBS broadcast and Netflix-distributed fantasy Romance the King, Eternal Monarch, written by The Heirs screenwriter Kim Un-suk. It was hailed as one of the most anticipated series of the first half of 2020, serving as Lee's comeback following his release from mandatory military service as Lee Gun. The series set a record for SBS's highest 2020 Friday through Saturday drama premiere ratings and maintained the #1 spot on the weekly WAV drama chart for 8 consecutive weeks, but received mixed reviews and lower-than-expected domestic TV viewership ratings on later episodes compared to previous works by Kim Un-suk. The King, Eternal Monarch, was listed as the most popular Korean drama on Netflix in India, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Singapore, and one of the top 2 in the U.S. in 2020. In October 2020, Lee Min-ho launched the YouTube channel Lee Min-ho Film, where he serves as executive producer and creative director. In 2022, Lee made his Hollywood debut in a main role as Ko Han-soo, a mysterious merchant, in the television series adaptation of Min Jin Lee's novel Pachinko. The series received positive reviews and extensive critical acclaim upon release. Lee's performance, particularly in the standalone episode of the series, Chapter 7, which centered around his character, received high praise. Outlets such as Rolling Stone, The New York Times, and Collider included the episode in their list of best TV episodes of 2022. In August 2023, Hugo Boss launched a new collection featuring Lee, Patrick Mahomes, Naomi Campbell, Matteo Berrettini, and Suki Waterhouse in its campaign. Public image as of October 2020. Lee has over 3 million followers on Twitter, 23 million followers on Weibo, and was the first Korean celebrity to garner 20 million followers on both Instagram and Facebook. In 2014 and 2015, Lee topped an online poll organized by a Chinese entertainment magazine and was voted as the Asian male god. In 2017, Lee was chosen as the most favored Korean actor by fans of Korean Wave in the United States. With a combined total of 65 million followers, he is referred to as the king of social media. Other Ventures ambassadorship in January 2012, Lee was appointed as an honorary prosecutor by the Supreme Prosecutor's Office for building social reputation and trust with the public, alongside Moon Chai-won. Philanthropy in 2014, Lee set up the Promise website, a fundraising platform to raise awareness and encourage donations for social and humanitarian causes. Proceeds from the sale of Promise merchandise are given to selected partners which execute the charity projects. The site donated $50,000 to help create wells in Malawi through nonprofit organization charity, Water. The sum was gathered by Lee and his fans. Promise has also raised funds and contributed donations to causes such as Good Neighbors, World Water Day, the Transparent Umbrella Project, and the Making Warm Winter for Both Bodies and Hearts campaign. In 2016, Promise won at the Korea Good Brand Awards. In 2015, Lee donated 100 million Korean won to UNICEF to aid the victims of the devastating earthquake in Nepal. In 2016, Lee was recognized by the Ministry of Health and Welfare for his contribution to society. To mark the 10th anniversary of his debut, Lee's fans participated in several charitable events. His Chinese fans planted 510 trees in Inner Mongolia, while his Mexican fans sold plastic bottle caps to recycling companies and donated the proceeds to children suffering from cancer. Taiwanese and Hong Kong fans made donations to World Vision and UNICEF. In previous years, his Chilean fan club donated to the humanitarian organization Patagonia Compassion and also participated in several other charitable causes. Personal life, Lee has an older sister, Yin Jong, who is the co-founder and CEO of his current agency, MYM Entertainment. Car wreck in 2006. Lee's acting career was put on hold for a year following a serious car wreck, which occurred while riding with fellow actor Young Io-woo and 2 other friends. The group of friends were driving to Gangwon Province when a car crossing from the opposite lane after fleeing from a previous accident hit them head-on, destroying the hood and engine of their car. Lee and Young, who were seated in the back, survived the wreck in a critical state. Their friends, both sitting in the front, were instantly killed. Lee was severely injured and in a coma for a month, after which he spent several months bedridden. His injuries included broken ribs, thigh, and ankle, along with a tear in his knee cartilage. As part of his treatment, a 46-centimeter metal pin was inserted in his thigh, leaving one of his legs shorter than the other. Military enlistment. Lee Min-ho began his mandatory military service on May 12, 2017, at the Suseo Social Welfare Center in Gangnam District Office as a public service officer. Lee was unable to serve as an active duty soldier due to his previous injuries. He also suffered another car wreck in 2011 while filming City Hunter. On March 15, 2018, Lee started his military training at the Korea Army Training Center in Nonsan, South Chungcheong Province. He returned to public service duty after 4 weeks of basic training. He was discharged on April 25, 2019. Discography: My Everything, 2013 Korean, My Everything, 2013 Japanese, Song for You, 2014.